So this is my picture that I attempted to draw. That is a story of integrated curriculum throughout the years. So we start at the path here. The path is surrounded by a lifeless field, and that's supposed to represent what education was at the time in the 1800s, in the context of the Industrial Revolution, where really education was looked at more as educating a workforce and providing daycare for people that were working long hours. And people were looked at as cogs in a machine at that particular time, and children were as well. They were educated with, disciplined, focused education. Everything was very separate. So nothing is growing in the field around this path of education. And then all of a sudden you get into the late 1800s, and Colonel Parker, the roots of what he's talking about and the progressive education movement start to take shape. And you can't see the roots, but they are there beneath the tree that plants itself right in the middle of the path of education. And then people start adding on to his ideas, and the tree starts forming, and the tree starts branching out. And lots of people have added their ideas to the tree throughout the years. And here, the compass in the middle of the tree represents John Dewey and his ideas about how real-world experiences need to be part of our education system, and that's really the compass that helps direct our work. It's our North Star, that it should be relevant to students. And then we have lots of other people that have added on, whether it is Kowalski, whether it is Bean, whether it is Jacobs. They've all added on to the tree throughout time. And finally, we have these clouds in the background. Before I talk about the clouds, I want to talk about the fact that there's no leaves on the tree currently. And the tree is alive, but there's still more to learn and there's still more to grow. And so we haven't really seen the full effect of the tree and what it can become as it sprouts its leaves. And then finally, I want to talk about the clouds in the background, because this talks about equity. So even though the tree is here and everyone can climb up the tree and see off into the distance, not everyone has the same aspirations, and not everyone has this same access to their aspirations. So that's the equity piece that bell hooks and Cornelius Minor talk about in their writings. And so the goal is to cut down the systemic inequities that exist in our systems so that all of our learners can access their dreams and their aspirations that are signified with the clouds. I learned a lot about integrative curriculum in these first 4 weeks of reading. I really didn't know what integrative curriculum was, and so a lot of what I thought was revised. I did understand that it was integrating different content areas, but I didn't understand how pervasive it was and how much of a true holistic experience it should be for students. I really felt like all of the readings helped me shape my understanding, and as of right now, I don't have any critical comments.